How much of a role do you think legit OCD plays in video game collecting, and why is this rarely discussed among collectors?
Depends the type of collector.
And let's get rid of video game and just say all collecting.
Yes. For the most part.
I think. I mean, I don't have a lot to say because I'm not a collector. I don't consider myself one. But I'm gonna. Why aren't they talking about it? Because there's a stigma to it. And if obsessive compulsive disorder is the real reason why some of these collectors are so crazy about what they're doing, the last thing they want to do is announce that or associate themselves with that.
Yeah.
There is always been a stigma with mental illness, and there will continue to be.
Sure. Unfortunately, though, it does affect the markets in these hobbies a lot, and a lot of times it affects it maliciously. When you have a collector that has to go out and get 20 copies of a rare game, that affects the market, unfortunately, in a negative way. There's games that I couldn't get for years. Like, for example, a black box volleyball game. I couldn't get one for years. I kept getting outbid. Then you find out later there's guys going out and getting 20 of them. You know, and it's like, what the hell is going on? I just want the one.
But I don't think that's legit OCD. I think that's someone trying to corner the market on something.
It could be OCD as well, though.
It could be. I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, I think that, and like I said, I hope the stigma goes away, but like I said, I think it's the refusal to talk about it, but I think it's more the people who go out to the flea market, and even though they already have 4 bases loaded, they buy another one because they saw it for 50 cents and they just had to have it.
That might be OCD. That might just be wanting a good deal, you know, because I'm a bargain hunter.
But they already have it.
But it's 50 cents.
But they already have it. Why do you need a good deal on something you already have?
It's a 50-cent basis.
On something you already have. So, I don't know. It's
I
tough
think
to say.
I think the OCD comes more into the motive versus anything else. Not exactly the action; it's the motive behind it. So for example, like for getting a complete set of something, if that's your goal from the start, to get it because this is NES my favorite system, I want to get every game. Is that OCD? Not necessarily.
It's a goal. It's not necessarily OCD. I think OCD would be more like, I only want to get the 250 games that I have on this list, and now they're looking at 250, and they decide that they need to keep filling in those gaps.
That's what I mean, because I knew people that started getting collections of things like Game & Watch or Vectrex, and they started, I'll just get a few. Now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want to go for the whole set, just because it's there.
Right.
Not necessarily because they want to do it. It's the whole point of, like, again, the motive. Why do you want it?
Yeah,
do you want it just because it has to be complete, or do you actually want it to get it? I know it's hard to always differentiate, and sometimes the lines are blurred.
Because they could just keep going because they realize they really enjoy it. But you never know unless it's the person. Like I said, the person is unlikely to say what that real reason is.
Sure. It comes down to the end of the day, the person within themselves asking themselves, why am I doing this? And is it healthy?